Oh.
Josh Groban.
Is this thing on? That bitch abandoned us for some.
Do you remember?
Do you remember
a time when Jeffrey? Do you remember a time when you were paranoid about us not swearing in the first 5 minutes of the show because we used to get flagged all the time? Those days are over. We're just like, whatever. We don't care. We'll swear whatever. We're like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We can do it. We can do. It was like white knuckling the 5 minutes. So it's like, oh, we can make it. And then
now
like,
usually in 30 seconds, I'm like, Kenny McCarthy's a cunt.
Yeah. Well, times change. Life moves on. You know, like COVID will like make you do the wacky. How is? Oh wait, no, sorry. Welcome to Uncensored Radio. Are you seeing our live this week? My name is Stephen. I'm fucking exhausted. I don't know about everyone else. It's been like the last couple of weeks. I don't know what I have done to someone in the world, but I do. But allegedly. That's another story. I'm exhausted. I don't know how you guys feel. How's the blushing bridegroom going down here? You're looking like he's looking ready for action. Look at him. He's like,
yeah. We're back to normal, and now that I don't have like a wedding to plan, it's like I'm looking for things to do. So it's like I'm taking things out of the attic, I'm cleaning the attic, I'm raking leaves, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So I'm all over the place right now. I'm like,
you've got full married man. You've got full married man. Like, we need a yard sale. Let's go.
Yeah, time to hang drywall. I'm gonna make a room and all sorts of shit like that. But yeah, it's back to normal and just chugging along.
Chugging along. I feel like that should be our new slogan. We're just chugging along. Chugging along. I like it. Christina, my love.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm just chugging.
How are you?
Something else.
Just chugging?
I'm great.
That's what I hear about you. I just chugging.
It's my 5-year wedding anniversary today.
Oh, happy anniversary!
I'm not chugging anything today, though. So.
How many?
5.
I'm so sorry.
5 years.
My sympathies, honey.
Oh dear. Oh dear. To go back, right? To be young and
send you a number for a great divorce attorney, honey. You know how I feel about marriage. I hate it.
Jeffrey, don't you need a bathroom?
What?
Oh yeah, after the bathroom. After he puts
Jeffrey, don't you need a
bathroom?
After the bathroom. After the bathroom.
You have to get all the plumbing done everywhere.
Now, he likes my meatballs. He's an okay petunia.
Yes, this is true. He likes my meatballs too. So.
That's the bribery, I reckon. To get this bathroom done, it's just going to be, we're going to have to cook. It's going to happen. We can do this.
To get him to marry me, I had to make him fucking cheesecake. It was like ridiculous. Just to date me. To date me. I had to make him cheesecake.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You make a good cheesecake, apparently?
I make a delicious cheesecake.
That's one thing. If there's too many steps involved with that, I can't fuck with it.
It's actually so easy, especially like I like making the graham cracker crust. I don't even like cheesecake. I don't even like cheesecake. I'm not a cheesecake person. I don't like cheesecake. But like with the graham cracker crust that I make and like the recipe that I have, I don't know what it is. It's just like that I'll eat because it's like sweet. It's not like very cream cheesy. It's more sweet than cheesy. I don't know.
And again, we've turned into a cooking show. I love it. It's what sweet.
I don't use ricotta. It's more of like a New York cheesecake instead of an Italian cheesecake. Okay,
you use like a Philadelphia cream cheese. It's nice.
No, I'm saying it's not like an Italian cheesecake, so there's no like ricotta in it. It's just more cheesecake based.
Ricotta.
Like cottage cheese, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. No, you never heard of that?
Jeffrey's face. How about mozzarella?
No, I've heard of that.
I'm just so fat.
No, you're not.
I'm just afraid.
I can't. I don't even want to look at the screen. It's really bad. I'm just trying to focus.
Oh, look, I don't want to look. I don't want to look at my life, but, you know. That's what happens, isn't it? You just get here.
I can get the hubs in here to vouch for my cheesecake.
We need a testimonial. By next week, I want a TikTok testimonial about your cheesecake.
Yeah.
I
really need evidence that my cheesecake is amazing. He doesn't even fucking like. It's not even. He's like, what?
I want a cheesecake.
He's 20 feet away, guys. He's 20 feet away. There's not a way in hell that he can't fucking hear me right now.
Girl, he just said cheesecake. That's like people are like,
oh, there you go. You made him interested.
We have we don't listen.
Now he's going to be listening to you for the whole show because you said cheesecake.
Yeah, go to bed.
She's gonna be like,
it's like when you say, it's like when you say walk around the dog. What?
Yeah, exactly.
What
do you mean?
How big's that cock?
That's
that you can't hear. See, that I would hear from a mile away. Like the Kool-Aid man busted.
You can smell it out. Oh, actually, we have to have an update. Jeffrey.
Who?
Is the animal still alive?
What animal?
You bought a pet last week.
Oh, that fucking thing? Yeah.
Yeah. No, we haven't grown. We haven't grown to love it.
Oh, I fucking hate the cage it's in. I got to get a new thing, which just means spending more money. It's like, what the fuck?
Wait, so you got the cat?
No, I got a rat.
Oh, wait. A rat?
You got a guinea pig.
Oh, a guinea pig. Okay.
This cage is an asshole. It's obnoxious. Right? Like it's got tears and things. And I looked it up and they're like, oh, you shouldn't have those for guinea pigs. I'm like, well, this asshole I bought it from it was the guinea pig in a cage. And then you're supposed to have 2 fucking guinea pigs. I'm like,
so it doesn't get all
and then I don't know, it like leaked or something from the cage. It got on the hardwood floors and it stained the hardwood floor. I'm like, what the fuck leaked? I'm like, what the fuck? And the thing's been here a week and a half, and I've already changed the cage 3 fucking times because I can't handle the smell. I'm like, oh,
no, it stinks like shit.
Yeah, I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm gonna have to like make this fucking thing booth fucking, Young Living Oils.
My God.
Maybe you can go. Maybe you can go out on the back for it, like that little area, just outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say on the back porch, or in the cellar.
How long do you want to keep it?
Just gonna go put it in Tyler's room.
Yes. Yeah. Clothes out of there.
They're really good. They get up every morning. They talk to it all day long. But they get up, they feed it. They get the little dustpan and broom and they sweep out.
Oh, that's good. The novelty hasn't worn off yet.
They're and I mean they were really good. Like when we were, down south, they were great with my aunt's dogs. They loved taking the dogs out. They loved feeding them. They loved with candy. They're very good. They love animals, and so it keeps them happy. I'm happy. I'm just being obnoxious with it. So it's all good. As long as the fucking
it's a lot of work.
Playpen though. That's a little concerning.
What?
I
got it in a playpen. It's like a little cage you should put on like the floor, right? So we got because I was like, because it's kind of skittish. She said it was 5 months old, so it's not real like cool with people. It gets a little nervous. So we put it in the playpen, like gave it vegetables and shit, and it was kind of like beep, 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 beep. Well, didn't it try to climb out of the fucking playpen and it almost got out? I was like, oh, yo.
That thing's going to be living in your walls before you know it.
Oh, no.
You're going to have squirrel. You're going to have a crossbred squirrel guinea pig army for show.
You will get here and there will be holes everywhere.
There's something about like rodents. Like that to me is like a rodent. Like I just no. Right?
Oh, I could deal with that over a cockroach.
That or like a bird. Like I wouldn't like bird. Like I feel like a bird would just be obnoxious as fuck.
Hey, birds up. One day we were out on the back porch. Like there's a window up in the attic, and all of a sudden we kept hearing ping, 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 and we're like, "What the fuck is that?" We look up and there's a bird smashing into the window up in the attic. Dude. We're like, "What the fuck?" Big ass
like
bird.
Do you feel like Tippi Hedren?
Yeah, we call my girlfriend. That bitch goes up there, catches the fucking thing with her bare hands, walks out the front door.
Oh my!
And she's like, "See, I got it," and then gets in her car and leaves. I was like, she didn't even wash her fucking hands.
Was that Bird Lady? Was that Bird Lady that I met? No, this is some other bitch.
Yeah,
the Squirrel Lady. That was Squirrel Lady I met.
I have too many friends that speak critter.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. There's something weird about catching like a wild thing and feeling it like in your hands, like breathing. It's like, oh wow, this thing's loose. It's gonna just fucking cut sick and maul my face. Like,
there was this tiny little bird over the summer, like 2 years ago. It was just when COVID started. I was working from home. I was outside having a cigarette, and I see this little thing moving in the grass. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, in between, like, two trees are like 15 feet away, too. Like, this thing came from nowhere. The tiniest, I'm telling you, the tiniest little bird. I could not. It was. I could not even pick it up with my bare hands. I was too nervous to touch it. Like, I'm telling you, it was this big. Like, it was so small. And I'm like, nope, I need a glove. I don't know what happened to it. It died.
You got it killed. You might as well ran it over with the lawnmower, you little bitch.
There's stray cats in my fucking yard too.
Yeah, her neighbor's cat got that fucker.
Yeah, I don't have cats.
That's called a snack. That is.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're not supposed to wait. Is it birds? Is it birds you're not supposed to touch on the? No, something that can smell. You're not supposed to touch what the mother goes. No, I don't like it. Like,
you're not supposed to touch the birds.
Yeah, you're not supposed to touch anything really.
Birds
and squirrel, like baby squirrels and stuff. You're not supposed to touch them, or the mother goes. Kind of like you.
This wasn't a freshly born bird. This was like 2 weeks old.
Yeah, but still.
Oh,
they look like aliens.
You're a bird.
They look like aliens.
You know?
Yeah, I'm a bird person.
You know these things?
Yeah.
She's a hoarder.
I cut his leg and only had 2 rings. So I counted the rings. It was like, okay, it's only 2.
Remy, next time you come up, I'll send you to Montezuma Wildlife Refuge.
Ooh.
Oh my god. I'll go to the zoo with you. We can fucking blast.
Montezuma's Wildlife Refuge.
That's where they bury the bodies.
In New York.
No, it's like swamp and shit. Then you go out there's like little huts and you go look at the weird animals.
That's where all the construction workers drop their stuff.
Yeah.
No, there was a girl in Auburn in the early 80s. She got murdered and they buried her ass out there.
Oh, that's right. You told me about that. We were going to go for a drive.
Julie Munson. Look it up. Julie Munson. Big unsolved case. You know, they always said if you want to murder somebody and not get caught, come to Auburn, New York.
Okay. Good idea.
Refreshing.
After the toilet's done.
Yeah, after the toilet. We'll go to we'll give you Montezuma's revenge. We're like, haha.
Yeah.
And then there's the winery right next door. So
delicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
all right.
Dead bodies might make
check
delicious
out some dead bodies and then drink. Yeah.
Delicious wine.
Kind of sweet wine though, so it's kind of like
too sweet. Yeah, I'm not a sweet wine person.
I like vodka.
I like vodka.
They do. I think they have a vodka distillery. They make in Rochester. So it's about.
Oh, let's go!
Yeah. They make a organic.
I want to go. Vodka distillery. Let's go.
I'll come up this. What fucking weekend is that? I need a calendar.
We'll just make it happen. It's all right. Anyway,
he's coming up, and then Christmas is that weekend.
Right. So that I can't come up that weekend because it's Christmas.
I know. So we can't have a Christmas party because it would be literally Christmas would be that Monday.
You are going to come with me?
Post-Christmas survival.
But do you want to come for New Year's? We'll have a big New Year's. We don't need to do the show. You guys just mind your business. You sit back. We're going to talk about our plans.
Yeah,
we'll do the New Year's Eve party, the big one. Like
I want to do New Year's Eve.
Yeah, we'll have some.
But I don't know what to do with my kids.
Wait, when does
we'll have
New
a
Year's
babysitter here?
When does New Year's Eve fall?
Oh, I don't want to bring my kids.
When does New Year's Eve?
She said no.
When's that happening?
I don't want to bring my kids with me. My husband's.
It's exactly a week after Christmas.
Thank you, sir. It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday.
Christmas, or New Year's Eve is on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get here Tuesday. Christmas Eve is Sunday, and then the following Sunday's New Year's Eve.
Ooh.
Okay. So we can come up that Friday, Saturday, or like that Saturday, Sunday, and then leave Monday.
It takes Joe to the toilet in the attic.
Yeah.
New Year's Day, I always make a turkey. You know what I mean? I do like Thanksgiving, and then we make some lasagna and meatballs and things.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. I have work on Tuesday.
Fuck that job.
Just say you got the squirts from Jeffrey.
I mean, I can work from home. It's not like, I can't have my laptop with me.
I get shits up from jerky.
So then you work from home Tuesday morning.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can just work from home.
No, incriminating evidence.
You go home Tuesday.
Incriminating evidence. Oh, I have a photo to share, but I don't know if we could share it yet. But anyway, let's probably do the show.
Hot load of hot topics.
Yeah, this thing.
I guess we can.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose.
For one person watching.
We do. I don't know what's going. The counter has gone crazy. It went like way up and then way down. And so, I don't know. It's doing that.
It doesn't work.
It's doing that thing again. So if you're watching, hi. We're just gonna hope for the best. It's like
yeah.
We should write a movie. You know how we're always looking for something. The last podcast on Earth, and we're like in different cities, post-apocalyptic.
Honey,
still doing this show.
Podcast.
Still doing this show. Going, wondering if anyone's out there watching because our counter isn't accurate. It's like, is anyone out there? Hello. And then at the very like the last second of the movie or the post-credit scene is comment, haha, unknown user. You're like, Sting. Anyway.
What happened to that guy? What the hell was his name from Europe?
Bigsy.
He died?
Who's what?
Dogsy?
Oh yeah.
Dogsy.
And where's Ace?
That was on last week. Maybe last week's show was so bad I didn't want to watch. Who knows? All right, let's talk about the biggest news this week.
I don't want to do it.
Biggest news this week. We got to talk about it. It happened. I told you, every time we do a show, somebody dies. We should probably stop. But, we've got to see it.
There was multiple people, actually.
I know, but this is the biggest and most surprising one, right?
No.
Yeah.
Matthew Perry, Chandler Bing, dead at 54 years old. Wow.
That's crazy.
This is all right. This is sobering because, in our lifetimes, this dude was like young and famous, and now he's old and dead. Or not even that old and dead. It's not even that. That's like 14 years older than me now.
Right, bitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's not even old enough to be our
I got some time. I'm on a time limit. I need to get myself some friends money. Woo! They're still taking out his estate. Did you see that?
Yeah. Million?
His estate will get that money for whatever.
His parents.
He doesn't have kids or anything. So it's just his parents and his.
He's got 5 siblings.
Yeah. At least they're looked after and loved.
Still making $20 million fucking dollars a year off that fucking show.
Not even that funny.
Oh, it's great.
Well, fuck off! It's not that funny.
Fuck off!
It was a good show.
Whoa!
It was funny.
I was on the set of the Central Park in fucking Warner Brothers lot. Okay, it's a good show.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to go there so bad.
Remind me next time you come up. I got pictures up in the attic. I think it's some merchandise. I got like a friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. They still have it on the back lot. You can go in and it's literally the whole set, like from the show. You get to go in and take pictures. Cool. Yeah, it's cool.
I had the Friends trivia game, Trivia Pursuit game. I love that. That was so much fun.
Look at this Ace.
I know you're more of a Seinfeld guy. Whatever.
Yeah. I hate the show, Friends. Hate it.
How do you hate it? Oh my god.
Lisa Kudrow doesn't deserve to act. They're terrible.
Wait, Lisa Kudrow's
have you had the opportunity to watch it from the start? Like from the start, Friends?
No, because I haven't wanted to kill myself in quite a long time.
I think you have to watch it from the start.
Punch him in the kidney.
What?
Drive around the corner and punch him in his new kidney.
Right? I will. 30 seconds I'll be around me.
Oh,
Hear the
I
dog
just find
bark.
that show like TBS used to run it like for 4 or 5 straight hours, and I was like, this is a fucking
that's
nightmare.
The problem. I agree. That is the problem because they do the same thing here, but it's never the early seasons. It's always the later seasons that weren't that funny. Like
right, the later seasons got a little weird because like Monica really I feel like Monica changed a lot.
Well, they had to change her to make her likable.
I thought when they got married, it was still good. I thought like the last 2 seasons were kind of.
But they were trying to have a baby.
I think they got married. It was weird.
Then we got kids ruin everything. Another underline.
I think like seeing statement. Like the Chandler character on TV, like I can remember I didn't have a TV in my room yet when Friends came out. And I remember hearing but I had the radio, and I'd listen to the radio when I go to bed. And I remember like the radio ad for Friends constantly
Jeffrey
playing.
D more excited.
Yeah. So I and I started checking out for that. But like Chandler to me was the first time that I saw somebody on television that was animated like me, like when I was younger. The facial expressions, the hand movements, like the there was something that was always said about in school, like you're always making
I'll never escape it due to my surname. I get it all the time.
It is very fun.
They're like, I'm like, what? And your last name? Like Chandler. They're like, what? Like Chandler. Like what? Bing. Chandler Bing. As in Bing, friends. Oh, Chandler. Okay. Yes.
Where's Joey? Was Joey Tribbiani?
Yeah.
I even
watched that. If you watch it from the beginning to the end,
with Jill Goodaker.
It was like Thursday nights were like my thing. I don't know. I just some of the rest of it. Oh, Jill
Goodaker. I saw the first first 2 or 3 seasons, and that's where I fell off because my Monday night, it used to be Monday nights here, and I got busy. Like I had commitments on Monday night, so I never saw it anymore. So I liked it when
Veronica's Closet got canceled.
Veronica's Closet. I love Kirsty Daly. I love her so much. But the cast have released a very tentative statement. It's not really long. We are also utterly devastated by the loss of Matthew. We were more than just castmates. We are a family, their statement reads. There is so much to say, but right now we are going to take a moment to grieve and process this unfathomable loss. Ooh. In time, we will say more as and when we are able. The statement continues. For now, our thoughts and love are with Matthew's family, his friends, and everyone who loved him around the world. Which is very generic, but it was a shock.
I love that they released they are always so united, and then meanwhile you got like Marta there, and then Jimmy Burrow. Like they've gone on and done interviews, and then Chandler Bing.
Oh, Janice.
Yeah.
I love Janice.
Right? But come on.
Yeah, I think it's a very sobering reminder for the elder millennial clique that,
our friends are dying.
Time is ticking on there, folks. It's like all these people
Luke better get Jane Fonda's ass down here because she's gonna die. Her and Lily Tomlin, man. We ain't got much time left.
Oh my God.
It's David Schwimmer's birthday today.
Oh, that sucks.
David Schwimmer's 57.
Shut the fuck up.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Like, when did that happen? What's happening to the world where we're old? Like, I feel like it was yesterday that Friends was on TV for the first time and everything was fine. Like, everything's fine.
Yeah.
You can go to McDonald's. You can go to McDonald's with $5 and come home with change. Like,
we're 40.
We're 40, and that's not okay. So you youngins, it's coming to you. You'll be like, everything's. It starts very insidiously. It's very slow. Things that you used to like, they go, this is the 15th anniversary of this. You're like, okay, cool. This is the 20th anniversary of this. You're like, no.
This fall, starting November 17th, they're showing Elf in theaters because it's the 20th anniversary of Elf. And I'm like, that movie's only been out for like 3 years. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm
20
like, why
years.
would they show that
Great.
TV show in the theaters?
Yeah.
Fuck movie.
This is how old
and
we
Will
are.
Ferrell.
That's how old we are. Well, it's the
I've
30th
never sat
anniversary.
through it.
Last week
See,
was the
so fuck
30th
you and your
anniversary of
goddamn
Hocus
Christmas
Pocus.
movie.
Wow.
Like 30
See, that I could believe.
30,
What else?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
That's
Well, I did a thing for Anna Renata's the radio show for Spooky Sundays, and it's 20 years this year that Buffy the Vampire Slayer has been off TV.
Wow.
I'm like, that show was like on yesterday. Like according to me,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I watched that like yesterday.
It's gonna be 20 years that Friends was off, or it is 20 years.
That's well over 20. Yeah, didn't they have their 25th anniversary? Was that whole thing? That whole thing was about 25
I thought they
years.
didn't go off until like 2002, 2003, wasn't it?
Who knows?
No, they started in 94 and they were on for 10 years.
So 2004.
So
yeah.
2000, yeah, so next year will be the 20 years. Right?
Wow. Yeah.
Was Friends on longer than Buffy?
Yeah.
Anyway, look at us having this conversation.
Well.
I'm sorry, our old age brains can't handle shit when I work. What? Oh,
It was a bit.
tell us how you really feel.
In my early 20s. I don't know.
I know. All that drinking in my late teens, early 20s is really giving me this nice black spot.
All the drugs I do.
If someone tells me it happened, it must have happened.
You know what, though? After, so this happened, and then I know I had his book, but I wanted to hear him read it, so I went and got the audio book.
Oh, he reads the audio book, does he?
He does, yeah.
Because that book knocked Britney's book off the top spot.
I gotta say, hearing him read it, it's really, you can tell that, there's different, he's different days that he's reading it.
Different takes, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like, when he was at the special, right? You can hear a little bit of slur.
Sure.
Yeah, where it's like, in it,
right,
I can't stop thinking about it, right? Like I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh, I hope that was just,
yeah.
Whatever.
Well, according to the autopsy, there's been an update because it was found inconclusive, the post-mortem report, but initial toxicology reports say no meth or fentanyl in his system. So it looks like the guy was on 55 Vicodin in a day. 55 Vicodin a day. Like,
was that
Suboxone.
He was on something called Suboxone, and that apparently it has like a warning label on it that if you can't take long hot baths or it causes like
if you had the patch,
serious
you passed out,
right? If you have serious cardiac,
what is it with
arrhythmias or whatever?
Holly Weird, right? Whitney, Bobby, Christina. What's his fuck? They're the Backstreet Boys brother. Why can't I think of his name?
Aaron Carter.
Nick. Yeah.
Aaron Carter.
There's the thing with the hot water, right? That if you've had like shit in your system or whatever, and then it does something to your
I love it,
arteries, and you know what I mean? Like, and they all have.
I mean, look, I'm gonna say hopefully it was quick because I like the photos of where he died. Pretty view, at least.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right?
In the jacuzzi, like in your multi-million-dollar house in a jacuzzi looking over Hollywood.
Could you imagine though, like
every time
getting ready, like putting your bathing suit on, like just going out to the pool.
That's like Whitney was getting ready to go to the fucking
Grammys.
You know what I mean? Like
every
well, no, I don't know about Aaron Carter's, but like Whitney and him. The person just left to go get whatever they wanted, you know what I mean? And come back and it was too late. Like, had they not gone, you know what I mean? That person, like, I kept thinking about like the assistant that for the rest of their life is going to be like,
I have the responsibility that I fucking killed Whitney Houston.
If I got back quicker, or you know what I mean? Like, to go back and find the person and realize that if you were
that'd mess with your brain. Hey, you're like, I went back for that donut.
Yeah, I was
Whitney
there.
Houston's dead.
Right.
You're like, damn it. But I don't know. It's like I'm hoping it was just a little. Oh, I've lost consciousness. I'm going to slip below the bubbles. Good night, America and the world. Because
Well, he was
like, there's worse
down.
ways to go.
Yeah, I feel like if it wasn't quick, wouldn't he have been able to like climb out? You know, like, oh my god, I need help. Like,
that was
oh my god,
with, like,
you know,
Whitney and Aaron. That was all kind of the same thing, right? Where they had whatever medical thing happened,
you would
and they
assume
just
if there's
collapsed in the water.
There's no struggle. You would you would lose consciousness.
Yeah,
like,
they kind of just they blacked out, and
to be honest, I've fallen asleep in a bath a few times. I'm alive. It's very thrilling to wake up to that. Yeah. I've got bath water in my lungs. Okay, I'm ready.
Do you have a vibrator on the loose in the background?
Me?
Could you be more crazy?
Could your vibrator be louder? I mean, come on.
What? I hear somebody talking. That's why I was like, everybody's asleep. I don't know what's happening in the background.
I love how New York she gets sometimes. Talking. You went full Leah Remedy on us.
I didn't even realize it.
I love it.
I don't even realize it when I am talking weird.
I am talking incorrectly. I'm so sorry. Okay. It's okay. But look, there are worse ways to go, and I don't know if you guys have heard this story, but it has been all over the news in Australia for a couple of months.
Ooh.
Now, this woman, you're gonna love this, Jeff. I think you'll get a real kick. Look at the crying. Her name is Erin Patterson, and she has just been arrested for the deaths of Heather Wilkinson, 66, her sister Gail Patterson, and her husband Don Patterson, 70. They all died in August after eating a beef Wellington prepared by Mrs. Patterson.
Oh shit! Where did you get the mushrooms from?
Wait, these people are all relatives of her ex-husband.
Ooh,
who was supposed to be at the dinner. Who was supposed to be at the dinner.
Stop.
The ex-husband was supposed to be at the dinner?
Yep. There is one survivor of the meal. The Baptist church pastor, 68, was left critically ill. The toxicology says that they have ingested death cap mushrooms, and these mushrooms are so serious that if you get the milk from the mushroom on your finger and ingest it, you will die.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, is he prepping that? Like,
this is the thing. She says it was a complete accident. The mushrooms were bought from a supermarket and an Asian grocers, like dehydrated Asian grocers. But they tracked down a dehydrator that was at her house and dumped at the local dump. After the hospitalization, because she thought that she would be found guilty, and this is all the way that her kids are going to get taken away from her. I'm like, that's a big stretch, doll. Like, you need to watch the footage. You need to watch the footage of her crying. Like, she tried to squeeze them out, but some people are just not Broadway actors. Like, some people are not actors. Capital A actors, and so she's fucked. Like she's been out, and the police are coming after her now.
It sounds like a relative of Luke's, to be honest.
So she basically served it up, and then let them pick which one they wanted, and she and the kids had something completely different to eat.
She's lucky that she didn't cross-contaminate anything. Like, what the fuck?
Right?
Like,
they should have been looking for gloves and stuff. That's what they should have been looking for.
Yeah. Oh my god.
She's like, oh my kids don't like mushrooms. They also don't like death, apparently. So
oh my god.
I mean,
there was this woman who was she was putting bleach into into the coffee maker every morning, just bleach, just pouring it into the coffee maker so that it would run through the cycle with a bleach. And it was just he didn't even know. And after a while, he said his coffee started to taste a little weird. He set up security cameras and he caught the bitch. And then Like,
basically,
I guess she got arrested.
I've just noticed that you've tried to fucking kill me.
Yeah, for what's it called? Attempted murder or whatever? Attempted homicide?
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's
holy fuck, right?
Just get a divorce.
Yeah, like Jesus. Well, she wanted the benefits. He was in the army or something, or in the Navy, and I think it was like, oh, if he dies, then I'll get the money.
I want that Navy /
pay. So fucking insane and scary. There was some bitch like local around here. They called her the Black Widow. She killed a couple husbands and then tried to kill her fucking kid too, to shut her up. It was
my God.
She knew too much.
It was all over like 2020. Barbara Walters covered it, or that drunk that worked on ABC there, Stacy or whatever the fuck her name, Barbara.
Tell me, why did you try to kill your children?
Yeah. It was nuts. It was nuts.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Rest in peace. But I keep forgetting Barbara's dead. I feel like she's just gonna pop up on The View one day and go, hello. I don't know where I am anymore.
Walters or Walters. Okay,
Walters. You know who else died this week and you didn't know because you don't care. You wouldn't know over there.
The guy from General Hospital.
Yeah.
I'm Nicholas Cassadine, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I used to watch General Hospital for a little bit. It's all right. I had a hot minute when it had a comeback in the early 2000s. Remember when it got a little bit sexy and Luke and Laura came back in the early 2000s?
Oh yeah, bitch.
It came back on TV here, and like we were like, yes, General Hospital. Oh, Luke and Laura.
Elena came back, and they brought Anna back, and they brought.
And they were doing like the crossovers. The crossover was happening. Yeah, I remember
the OGs back from the 80s.
I remember. That's all good.
Yeah.
Speaking of OGs, 'tis the season, and I called it. I thought it was going to be a Pepsi ad, but the Mean Girls have reunited for a Walmart ad. For a Walmart ad. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a good ad. They've got it right. Like,
it's out?
The way that they wrote that ad is how you should do the movie. Like, they should just do a movie. Like, they had all the people that weren't there were Rachel McAdams wasn't there, and Lizzie Kaplan wasn't there. Like, but Kevin Ng was there. The guy who played David was there, wearing his pink shirt. Missy Elliott plays the coach, like the health coach. You will get Black Friday deals, and you will shop. Looking all skinny, she's like, but it was good. Shit. And like Lindsay Lohan's character played the school counselor. Like it was how the movie would have been. Like it's like, okay, they're looking old, but that's okay. Are you watching it right now? I don't know if we can play it. Do you reckon we can play it? I wonder if we can play it. Oh, look, it's been oh no, we probably shouldn't. Because of those naked photos. We're on a little bit of shaky ground with Facebook at the moment because we dared to show them below the navel of a male celebrity, and they're like, no. Meanwhile, what Jeffrey's having a reaction. We'll talk about it in a minute. But yeah, we got several warnings about one post of Channing Tatum and then one post of that guy with the fake dick on that show on Netflix. It was years ago. I don't know. No, it had like a big old schlong. I can't remember. It was all over. It was like, no, it was like sexy. Oh, I'm cheating on my husband. Oh, you know how they do that? Netflix like, watch this sexy new thriller. It's all about breaking your marital vows. Oh
no. Oh no.
You know, it's like they're like, oh, the problem with America is that we don't have any morals. It's like, but this is our entertainment, so it's okay. We'll deal with it and move on. Yeah. It's like Netflix is trying to make everyone leave their partners. But you go that way. That's sometimes, it happens. But I don't know.
How long have we been this fucking thing?
I don't know. Jeffrey's watching like the cinematic fucking cut or something. MCU version, waiting for some.
What the fuck are you doing?
We're up to Jingle Bell Rock. That's the end.
Going?
Jingle Bell, Jingle. It's a fairly long ad. It's like, I think it's like nearly 3 minutes.
They do the dance?
They do Lacey Chabert's daughter. So she tries to make Fetch happen again as well. Like all that's all in there. Like all the callbacks are in there. Lindsay says gruel. Like it's all in there.
It wasn't that great.
It was cute though. It was.
You look like you loved it.
You're like.
You made it look so
the big boy was in it. You know, the one that does the Italian mother thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
He's a funny man.
Yeah.
There's only a couple. I'm surprised they got as many people as they did just for an ad. Where was Rachel McAdams? What's she doing with her life? Come on, bitch. Just strap on a pink dress and go. Hey,
right.
That's like it's a payday. Just get it done. I think Walmart has enough money to throw around with Black Friday coming up. Like, woo!
I don't know. They got all that Halloween candy recall going on.
Really?
What?
Oh yeah. Like apparently all the Reese's peanut butter cups that they were selling had live worms in them. And that's just the reason. I don't know what else was recalled. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's great. That's a Halloween fun fact. I love that.
They showed one guy opened up a brand new package, pulled out the Reese's, and started like breaking apart this Reese's peanut butter cup. And sure enough, he got to a spot that had 2 worms in it.
It's maggots then. It's not worms.
Oh no!
No, not like worms. Right? They're like They look like maggots. Right.
Oh
That's
shit!
not okay.
Yeah.
That's not okay, my friends.
I just ate one.
From Walmart.
Did you get it at Walmart?
Feeling squiggly.
Where else do people get their Halloween candy?
We got ours at CVS at the end of the block.
Did you get it from Walmart?
CVS.
Not ours.
I don't buy Halloween candy.
The bag's been sitting on the freaking top of the refrigerator for probably a month.
But what about
Go
this?
get one right now. Go get one right now.
It was the last one.
Oh fuck! We could have had it on
What
air
about my
reveal.
kids' stuff?
Bitch, I would have fucking.
We would have seen
I
Jeffrey
got
Hurl.
the kids' Halloween.
Wait,
was it like the regular Reese's, or was it like the pumpkin ones, or what ones were?
No, like it's just a regular single serve peanut butter cup.
Peanut butter cup.
The minis?
Yeah.
Christina,
Not the. Yeah.
rip it open, Christina. We want to see it.
Yep.
If there's a rat, there's maggots in here, we are going viral.
I'll be leaving this show quick as shit. And this is why we always got our candy X-ray.
I just opened it. There's a hole in the
Open it! Break it in half right now. I don't care what you have to do. This is the best investigative journalism we've ever done.
I'm inspecting, but nothing's coming up yet. No, there's no worm in this one.
There's a couple of other different types of candies too, but they didn't. They specifically said the Reese's.
Okay.
No, there's no worms.
You have to eat that now.
No worms. I know.
Look at I'm so heartbroken about this. But we did have another surprisingly, well, not really, because it's about young girls in dresses, but there's more mortality / childhood trauma on display. The original cast of Dance Mums have decided to get back together.
I don't know.
Interesting. Oh well, these girls were. This is the cast of Dance Mums that are now all in their 20s, and they have decided to.
Maddie.
Yeah, they've all decided to reclaim their childhood trauma and do a reunion special next year on Lifetime. Abby Lee Miller probably won't be invited because she got fined for Lifetime for racist comments. So we'll see that Abby's not there. But interesting way of processing a lot of drama. No one on here watched the show, obviously, but
I've seen every episode actually.
I did.
Are you?
I love Dance Moms.
Serious. My 10-year-old stepdaughter watches it like religiously. I've seen every episode.
She and I can be best friends. It's gonna be so much fun. She's gonna be so. Well, you know the Chloe Maddie dynamic. You're like, come on, girl.
Sure.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be very interesting because the mothers are invited, but the mothers aren't the central focus of the reunion. It's their girls, and now they're all legally adult. They can say whatever they want. I'm sure their NDAs would be up by now. They can say whatever they want about what happened. Because
honestly, I want to get their opinion on like a lot of shit.
Yeah,
they wouldn't have NDAs because they were children, so their parents couldn't.
Oh, they wouldn't either. Yes, sorry.
No.
Yeah. They wouldn't. I didn't even think about that.
No. They weren't.
They wouldn't. Their parents would have. That's why the mums aren't. That's probably why the mums aren't there. Because they're very active on TikTok these days. All the mothers, they're like, yes,
really,
with their new Facebook. Yeah, oh yeah, something's happening. You can tell something was brewing in the background because they're all like, they've all got new faces and new hair and
maybe Paula Abdul will be the new dance mom.
Oh, Paula Abdul, stop it, Jeffrey.
Should be like,
did you see what's happening? Did you see what's happening? Who Paula and the new kids are touring?
Oh, Paula's doing it with them?
Paula's their support act. Paula. I wish I was there. I would go. I would go and see them.
Creed is going on tour again too.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for that.
Think of horrible things that happened in the past.
What a mess.
Oh.
What a horrible mess that'll be.
He's on. They're on TikTok a lot lately too.
Yeah, because they're going on tour again.
They're like everyone's like. It's sad because like the boomers and the elder millennials have taken over TikTok now. We're like, we're here.
Yeah.
What you want to do about it? We're going to use it for our ends and means.
Yeah.
That's great. But good on them for processing their childhood trauma and getting paid at the same time. Because I don't know, I have some issues, but I've never actually been to therapy. I probably should.
Oh yeah, I should definitely go. But...
I've been to plenty of therapy for my shit, and it doesn't work.
I feel like if you're like, I don't know, this is just me. Yes, therapy can help you analyze the problem and find coping solutions, except that healthy coping solutions and all that kind of thing. But if you aren't self-aware enough to realize that at the start without help, isn't that the problem? Like I know I've got issues. I can tell you what my issues are. And they just like, I'm very Emily Miller. We save our tears through the pillow. We don't do emotion outside the house because, as I say, emotions are for ugly people. We don't have time for that. We just keep moving we move forward. But I feel like there should be a bit more for the people that are plugging through every day and just making it happen. We're like, yeah, we can do it.
Right.
Because everyone talks about their therapist. My therapist, this. I'm in counseling. I'm in treatment. I'm like, where do you find the time? First of all,
where do you find the money? Time. I
don't want to pay someone. I can talk to people. I can talk to anyone all over the world and tell you my problems for an hour.
Yeah. That's why
I don't have to pay anyone anything. That's why this show exists. Basically, what's happening with you?
What's happening? Yeah.
$2,300 for fucking tickets to New Kids on the Block.
What? Do you just sit on their faces? What's happening?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's row one.
Oh. Oh, okay.
You're gonna get turkey slapped by Johnny
Walker. Row 17 is fucking $369.
And you were talking about Madonna's prices. Calm down.
That's not bad.
Lawn seats are $50.
Okay.
I'll go on the lawn. Outside.
I don't want to be underneath them anyway. I don't need to see all the wrinkles. I just want to watch them perform.
You just want the fantasy because he doesn't need the reality.
We ended up in a hotel room or something. You know what I mean? It was a small.
Jeff was a block. Jeff was a blockhead. Jeff was very Nelly married to a new kid.
I had posters. We had comforter sets. We had every fucking thing. New Kids on the Block. Okay, it was a lifestyle.
My first album was Hanging Tough. Bring it. That was my first CD that I bought.
Yes.
I don't even know. I had a New Kids sleeping bag.
Oh, there we go. Look, see, we are.
It's Melissa. I'm sure it was Melissa's first. It's probably one of my sister's first cassettes. I can only imagine.
Oh no, it comes to $3,000 because there's $661 in fees. What is this StubHub thing?
$600 in fees. What are they doing?
What is StubHub? Is it a thing?
Oh, it's
that's where you buy the tickets.
No, StubHub's a reseller, isn't it? So they're putting.
Yeah, StubHub is like Ticketmaster, right?
Yeah, but they get the tickets from Ticketmaster. They resell them.
I have no idea.
Right.
StubHub, the individual sells their own tickets, like if they can't go. Ticketmaster, you get it from the company, like from the actual.
It's not going to be that. It's not going to be that expensive for show.
So that explains. Yeah. So
why? Yeah, people are setting their own prices.
Oh, you can go to the event thing.
Yes. I have a question for you because this one's real funny and I laughed when I read it. So, where's the? I can't find the title. Here it is. This is this week's review. Now, an American restaurant has come under fire recently. Why, you ask? For instigating bad parenting charge. So they're being very specific about what they will like. Drinks are nice and cheap, $2.50. But a gratuity of 20% may be added for parties over 6. Separate checks, birthday menus, and adult surcharge for adults unable to parent. There is a questionable dollar mark charge. There's if you're sharing like a dessert or something, there's a $3 charge. And at the bottom it says, "Be respectful of staff, property, and self. No respect, no service, no store food permitted in the dining area." How do we feel about people commenting on your parenting? Because there's a couple of interactions here on the page that are like quite interesting on the original article. Yeah, it's like, oh, you get a discount if you pay in cash as well. I feel like this restaurant might be a fucking front for something.
It's like, yeah, I was gonna say it's run by somebody. Some Italian guy.
One of the diners, the owner came out and told me he was adding a $50 charge to my bill because of my children's behavior. My kids watched a tablet until the food arrived, ate their food, and my wife took them outside while I waited to pay for the bill. Pretty sure the owner was doing drugs in the back. Disappointed by my experience. One person cited in a Google review. A second one said, "If you have children, absolutely avoid this place at all costs. Holy moly, the most disrespectful owner made a huge scene in front of the entire restaurant because our children were, quote unquote, running through the restaurant. They were down by the river. We were told we need to go to Burger King and Walmart, and that we were bad parents."
Wow. So this guy's just a fucking asshole.
Right. I mean, you go, Christine. Keep talking. You keep talking.
$50 for like just for my kids to sit there. That's absurd. You're already charging me for their meal, especially if they're just watching your iPad. Like my kid can sit and watch your iPad for 3 hours, like, and not bother anybody. So I don't understand why that's a problem. Running around the restaurant, fine, but don't charge me $50 just because I brought my kids with me. Like, you're a fucking prick. And no, I won't ever fucking go there. And I get that, like, there are restaurants that don't allow kids, though, too. Remember, I know we had that. Like, just don't allow them. Don't charge me for them fucking being there and you being a fucking prick. If you want to be a prick, be a full-on asshole and don't allow kids in your fucking restaurant. Like, it's just that fucking simple. Stop. Like, you're a fucking asshole. Like, that's it. He would really get a piece of my mind if I saw a $50 surcharge on my fucking bill when my kids were watching the iPad the whole fucking time. Like,
I think that you have, I don't know, generally when you go out, I don't know, maybe this is just back in the day, you have an idea of the environment you're stepping into before you step into it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that like some restaurants are fancier than others. You know, some restaurants, kids shouldn't be running around. Kids should be sitting at the table, or they shouldn't be there at all. Like if it's a
if this is like an Applebee's,
but you know how your kids
then you can fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. But
but if it's like, you know, a fancy restaurant,
this person is not about children at all. But I guess that's his right, his business, right? I don't know.
Then put a fucking sign up that says no kids allowed.
Yeah, I mean it's tough, right? Because the whole basis of this is subjective. Like what I may think is bad parenting is different from what you think is bad parenting. So to say you're getting charged for bad parenting, it's like, well, just because you say, but I mean, you just look at that the one comment, right? It's like, because my kids were running around the restaurant. Well, there's some parents out there who think their kids can do no wrong, who don't see a problem in a kid running around the restaurant.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, they could be tripping up wait staff. So you don't really know unless you were there, like how bad that situation was. But to have any sort of surcharge, like you said, you're better off just saying, no, sorry. I would get more joy out of a waiter or a host in a restaurant. I would get more joy out of seeing a family walk in and being like, no, your kids can't eat here, and watch them turn around and walk out, than being like, oh, by the way, you owe us an extra $50 because your kids are assholes.
Hold on. I need to put something up. I need to put something up.
Yeah.
I'm not
saying
have
to fight with the waiter or the family.
I'm not saying that this ever happened, but there is a slight, as someone who worked in a restaurant or in restaurants for 11, 12 years, there is a slight joy at sweeping the leg of a running child.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
100%.
Allegedly. They fall down and go,
"Oh,
you okay, sweetheart? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh,
You
no.
better go back to mum. You better go back to mummy and daddy. That's why we don't run inside." Whoops.
Yeah. Right.
Not that ever happened.
No. Never.
And not that I encouraged it of other people.
I don't know.
Those kids need to be brought down a peg. Jeffrey, you own a food place.
100%.
Dude, and we deal with asshole children all the time. So I have mixed feelings about this, right? So I don't know, man. But I also have a hard time with this, right? Because I get super annoyed when people are like, oh, no school today? No, they're fucking homeschooled. Mind your goddamn business, Cheryl.
Yeah, but your kids aren't running around the restaurant.
I mean, when they walk around to go to the bathroom, you know what I mean? People are like, oh, what the fuck's the kid doing?
Yeah, but they're not like playing games in a public space, causing
and I think too there should be there's an etiquette, right? There is an etiquette of how things
to act in public.
Yeah, and how you should act in a restaurant. If your kid is going up and smashing the fish tank, you need to get the fuck out. Like, we have teenagers that like to come in and hang out like they think it's Denny's, minus the smoking from 30 years ago. And after like the fourth time, like they're kind of pissing off the employees. The one would come in real loud. They would be like, "Can I have a cup for water?" And then drink, taking soda. But then they were leaving the place trashed. And finally, I went out there. My head spun around like poltergeist, exorcist. And I was like, I don't
get out of my store
and hanging out, but you are not going to leave this place trashed on my employees. You are not going to steal soda out of the fountain machine. You're teenagers. It's like, well, it was amusing. Oh, I don't care. Dude, if your one friend is robbing a fucking place, guess what? You're going to jail with them.
Yeah.
Guilty by association. So if your friend trashes the place and you're sitting here, you clean up her goddamn mess.
Right. Exactly. I'm like, as you said, I think with modern times, and this is again, we're getting old. In my day, this is an in my day thing, but you were taught how to interact socially at a restaurant. Like my god, if I misbehaved in a restaurant, my god,
oh my god,
like
right? You would have been dead.
Yeah, forget it.
No, I told you, I used to get put out in the car.
Mm-hmm. Nobody loves Steven.
And that was
way out there for us.
But that was always worse because you thought you were missing out on something. You're like, what am I missing out on by being in the car? Like,
well, I mean, going out to eat was a treat, right? Like, it was something special, because you behaved correctly somewhere else. Now I trust you to go out to dinner, and
Christina's dead. Continue, Tim.
I'm charging you $50 for an asshole parenting fee. And Yeah, so it's like you know, like I was of the generation like you were seen and not heard.
Right,
you know, like
exactly.
You don't talk unless you're spoken to. You don't act like an asshole. But like
sit under
and
bring some toys and sit under the table and play. Goodbye.
Yeah,
that was what I did.
It was, we were sent out to the car and then we were beat when we got home. You know, so and God forbid they should break out your full name. Like, you know, if I got a Timothy Lee, it was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get hit so hard when I get home.
Yeah, that's it.
I will be abused, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. And I didn't post a TikTok about it asking, you know, saying my mom was an asshole or anything like that. It's like I was clearly the asshole and I got hit.
And I get modern day, like the further we progress as a society, we start to understand different behavioral types and all that kind of, like, you know, there are people that can't regulate their behavior. Like that's a condition, but you can't then use that as an excuse to disrupt someone at their job, etc. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, he can't help it. He doesn't know how to regulate his emotions. Well, don't bring him to a restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, if your child's going to go out of control and like throw food around,
then I know
you're not going to do something about it. Like, I've told, in my time have told people, you need to put, like, this kid needs to sit down. This kid needs to sit down, or like there's going to be issues. Like, they'd run into the kitchen and stuff. I'm like, all right, you want a 3rd-degree burn? Come on, kid. I'll throw you on the grill. Do you want to play Dunkaroo in the fucking fryer? We can do that. It'll be good. Good times. We can do that. That's all right. But yeah, sometimes kids should be seen and not heard. Like, everyone loves, like, you can love your child as much as you like and think that they're amazing. It just doesn't mean the rest of the world has to. They don't have to put up with their behavior, good, bad, or indifferent. And some kids are just assholes.
Amen to that.
Hey man, like I'm a teacher. There are some kids you struggle to like. You're like,
oh yeah, for sure.
You are not a likable child. It's like, oh, I have some feelings. I have some feelings about you, and it's hard when especially when it's people you know, like your friends or like your family members. Yeah, Jeffrey, your kid's an ass. It's an asshole. It's an asshole.
Like, and it's your fucking fault.
It's your fault, and here's why. I'm going to tell you. But before we go, since we're talking about assholes, we'll go somewhere adjacent for this week's What the Fuck Week. What the? There were some concert goers, speaking of concerts, that got a little bit of a surprise, a bonus collectible, I guess you'd call it, when little Kim removed her underwear on stage and threw it into the audience. Now, little Kim's looking all right, actually, in that photo. She's throwing those undies into the audience. Yeah, she's Christina's doing the Tim. She's like, what? I want to see them. I want to see them little Kim. I want to see them little Kim. But have you ever? What before we go, I have to ask: is there anything weird, wonderful, or have you collected something weird and wonderful from a concert? I'll go first. We went to so there is a local Ronald McDonald House. So the cancer charity that McDonald's operates in Australia. They always give away free tickets to the people that work at the place and da. So we ended up getting these free tickets to the Scissor Sisters. Remember, yes. I don't feel like dancing with you, Joanna, please. Those guys. Take your mama out all night. They're those guys. So we got free tickets to them on a weeknight, mind you. This was like a fucking Tuesday. And we went, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to do this right. So we started pre-drinking. We kept drinking, like paralytically drunk. It was a big gay concert, sweaty. By the end of the show, there was a completely naked man walking around in the general admission. Everyone's like, when did that happen? Like, when did that happen? Like, when in the show were you so inspired to just get naked? And there was like no clothes, just shoes. So where did his clothes go?
That's weird.
It's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. I was like, it probably shouldn't have been naked. It was nothing to be proud of, but that's okay. Whatever. Come on, someone else has. It's weird. Anyone? Broken bone? Yeast infection? No, nothing.
Yeast infection
from a concert.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a sweatshirt.
No, all right, hold on. Before we go, I need to do this one more time as well. I may or may not have a friend / know someone that when we were at concerts, standing concerts back in the day, and people would push in front of us as the show started or during the show, they may have went home with gum in their hair.
Oh man, that ain't right.
That's
fucking great.
Well, it was good. It was good. Yeah, it was good. She's like,
it's good.
Right in the top. Right in the top there. So you gotta cut it. You gotta cut it out. You can't get it. She's like, and I could just tell from the eyes. I'm like, she's like, well, you don't push in front of people. If someone has lined up for hours to get to the front of a fucking queue, you don't come in at the end of the night and go, I'm coming through because I'm an obnoxious slut. No, you cop an elbow. Oh, I love to dance. I used to love to dance wide as well at concerts. Yeah, just take people out.
I very much believe that about you.
I don't. This is why I don't stand at concerts anymore. It gets too aggressive.
Yeah.
And I'm a short dude. Like I may be wide, but I am short. Can't knock me down, but I can't see over you. So I will elbow you in. Get really creative with the choreography, and it's nice. Poke you in the eye, knock your hat off, like all that kind of shit. I'm cute. I can move quick through a crowd.
I can see it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's me. That's what I have to say about it. That's life. Hope everyone's had a good day. Jeffrey's been so busy about the New Kids on the Block concert. He's lost.
I know it's your fault. You can't do this shit.
You can't do this to me. I've got ADD. I can't do it.
I'm like, oh my god, that's like really close to the stage.
Wow.
Jeffrey's going.
I'm getting Christina and I VIP ticket.
I would like.
Oh my god,
Johnny Wahlberg's gooch, please. That's all I'm gonna say. And with that, we will see you next week on Uncensored Radio. Bye, kids. I have one question. Are you tough?
Yes.
Are you tough enough?
I'm so tough.